Menachem Gamliel, I'm looking for you. You want to ask the question, so not everyone will ask, will understand what you ask.
I ask why we say Tehillim 27 from the beginning of the month until at the end, and why that Tehillim specifically, not any other way.
Okay, so what Menachem Gamliel say, why are we saying, when he said to the end, that's until Hoshana Rabbah. That's the Mizmor Tehillim that we say every day when we finish the davening, we say La Hashem, Ori v'Yishrei. Anyone have any idea? By the way, it's 29. Mizmor 29. Not 27, it's 29. It's verse 29. Remember, it's capital number 29. So Hazal explained, I saw the idea that Hazal say like this. La Hashem Uri. מה זה Uri? My light. When is the light?
Rosh Hashanah.
Rosh Hashanah, very good. Yishai.
Yom Kippur.
Yom Kippur. Then what does it say? No, it's not 26, 29? Okay, so it's my mistake, sorry, I repeat. Okay, it's capital number 27. Okay, so we say that Uri is Rosh Hashanah, that referring to Rosh Hashanah. Then Yishai referring to Yom Kippur. Nachon? And then Yatzpineni Besukkah, that's referring to Sukkot. What's the connection? Uri, what it mean Uri? My light. That HaKadosh Baruch Hu will be my light when? We're going to get to it now, through the show. When the judgment day come, that's Yom Kippur. Then we say, my salvation, Yish'i. When is HaKadosh Baruch Hu actually going to be our salvation? Dafka on Yom Kippur. Because that's the day that we all dress usually in white. We try to pretend that we angel. We don't eat, we don't drink. We try to be like the angel. Not only that we try to be like the angel, we actually have Yetzer Hara, but on that day there is no Yetzer Hara, our sages. What it means, Yatzpineni Besukkot, that in Hag HaSukkot, he actually going to look after us. And that's why we're sitting under the Sukkah. When we get to Sukkot, we'll speak about that. So that's the three reasons, Menachem, that we say this capital of Tehillim. You follow? There's a special reason. Because our light, Tafka on Rosh Hashanah. Our salvation come on Yom Kippur. Okay. So, as I explained last week, and I explained at the beginning of the show, the subject going to be Elul and Rosh Hashanah. Elul. Our sages tell us that Chodesh Elul is Chodesh HaRahamim VeHaSelichot. I'm going to explain that. Rahamim is mercy. Selihot is forgiveness. And Hazal explained that HaKadosh Baruch Hu actually done with us a kindness. And now we'll see how important is Chodesh Elul. How much a person can achieve in Chodesh Elul.
Can there be a second reason why you talk about Elul?
Sorry?
For Zatel Hashem Ori.
Yeah.
It's
Lule Emanti.
Backwards in Elul.
Yeah, no, but that's the Rashi Tevot. But the main reason that we say it, that just Rashi Tevot is plenty. Where I was that Hazal said that it's Chodesh HaRahamim VeHaSelichot. That means that the month of Elul, it's a month of mercy and forgiveness. HaKadosh Baruch Hu actually done a kindness with us and given us a full month given us a chance to do repentance. Not only to do repentance, we see what we can achieve in Chodesh Elul, we can never achieve any other month in a year. Only in Chodesh Elul. And to understand that, we have to go to the Gemarot. What I'm going to say now, it's actually mentioned in two different Gemarot. The first Gemara, it's in Masechet Yoma, Pei Vav, Amud Bet, that means 76, page 2. And also in Masechet Eruvin, 19.1, Yutet Amud Aleph. And the Gemara tell us something very interesting. The Gemara say, I'm going to read it in Hebrew, I'm going to say it in Hebrew, then I'm going to translate it. Adam she'oseh tshuva, that means that the person that do tshuva, especially It can be all year round, but especially in Elul. Not only that, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, listen to that carefully, forgive him for all of his sin. There's a better chance that he's going to get credit for all the sin. Do you understand what I'm saying? I don't think that the coin didn't drop yet. We don't understand. So I'm going to bring an analogy, and then I'm going to explain. A person have a business, and the business have a bit of difficulty. That's the analogy. And he gone to the bank manager, and he said to him, listen, I have a bit of difficulty. I need a loan. The bank manager agreed, and the guy got to become in minus in the bank 3-4 million rand. He's in minus. The bank wants his money. We all know, not only that he wants his money, he charge interest. The guy decided, listen, I need to go and see the bank manager. He said to the bank manager, he made a meeting, he gone, met with the bank manager, and he said to him, listen, I have a bit of a difficulties now. I am in minus, but if you give me a bit of a time, I'm going to start paying back. Okay, that was the agreement. The person couldn't pay back, he's still in minus. The bank manager called him again, he said, we need to meet. The guy came and he said to him, listen, I'm going to give you a chance. If you not going to take any more credit, I'm willing to forgive you for those money that actually you owe me. There's no such bank. Don't kid yourself. There's no such kind of a bank manager. You're not going to find a kind of a bank manager like this.
African bank.
Sorry? African banks. Should I say Zal? Zichronam livracha. So, it's not nice. Okay, it's happened. So, the guy obviously going to be happy. Who's not going to be happy? The bank manager willing to wipe off all of those money that he owns, as long as he doesn't do it again. Hazal come and tell us that's not that. In Chodesh Elul, if you was in minus, and you was 3 million rand in area, there is a chance that if you do tshuva me'ahava, what is tshuva me'ahava? That when you do tshuva, not because you fear from the punishment that HaKadosh Baruch Hu give you, because a person realized that he done averot, that he done sin, and he upset HaKadosh Baruch Hu, the Almighty, the Creator, those sins that he done gonna turn to mitzvot. He gonna be in plus. Do we understand what a gift we got Chodesh Elul? And Hazal tell us, Dafka on Chodesh Elul, we have a better chance for it. All year you can do that. That if a person do tshuva me'ava, that means that he regret what he done, number one. Number two, he took on himself that he not going to do that from now on. And number three, he going to do only good deeds. But he done it not because he afraid from the punishment, because he's upset how he can do such a sin. To do such a sin, to upset the Almighty, how can I do that? And he do tshuva be'ava. That means that he doing now repentance because he realized that what he done until now was so disgusted. He discussed with himself. He changed his mind that he going to do tshuva me'ava. Not because he care if he get mitzvot, if he get olam haba. He doesn't care about it. All he care why he upset HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And he regret what he done. Hazal tell us that all the sins that he done, Rabotai, listen to that. All the sins that he done turn to mitzvot. Who can do such thing? There's only one bank. The bank of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Only HaKadosh Baruch Hu can do that. So we see here the value that we can change in Elul. Hazal carry on and tell us that the person that do tzedakah, we know that we say that Shlosha dvarim ma'avirim et ro'a ha'gzera. That means that there is 3 things that can change the bad decree. And what are they? Tshuva. That's repentance. Tefillah is davening. Tzedakah, Charity, נכון? Hazal come and tell us, Rabotai, that when a person do those three things in Chodesh Elul, not that the tzedakah considered like he give, if a person give 10 rand, it's considered like he given 10 rand. A person that given 10 rand, it's like he given, in Chodesh Elul, it's considered like he given 10 times more. Do we understand? What kind of a chesed HaKadosh Baruch Hu done with us? What kind of a mercy HaKadosh Baruch Hu was with us? To give us a chance to do repentance. And not only that, and now I'm going to get to a subject. Sorry. Now I'm going to get to a subject that I'm sure that many of you heard that, but I don't know if you know it why. Sorry, Moti, just before.
I said 3 things you have to make tshuva and tefillah.
No, 3 דברים מעבירים את רוע הגזירה. תשובה.
Yes, how are we going to make tshuva without praying?
Moti asked a question, how can a person do tshuva without praying? No?
What was it?
According to Moti, it's go together.
We go together, yeah?
נכון? But I don't agree with you, Moti.
Say, explain to me. What?
Moti, you want to know? And I'll tell you. There's many people go to shul. And we spoke about it on Shabbos. That's Moti's highlight. Moti love the people that pretend to be admorim and babot. There's many of us that can grow tomorrow a big beard. You don't have to even water the beard. It grows by himself. You know, beard you don't have to. You eat a bit. So Rabbanan, our sages tell us, keres v'zakan hatzi Rabbanan. Put a head, have a beard, wear a jacket.
But this is not tshuva.
Well, and that person go to shul and you see him davening and you think, oh, minimum Eliyahu Hanavi lehavdil. But he daven. No. Hazal tell us a person can wear normal clothes, jeans, t-shirt, and he can be the tzaddik more than anyone else.
Yeah.
The tefillah not necessary that a person that daven can get from it what we call repentance, tshuva. How does a person do tshuva? By that, number one, that he regret on a sin that he done. If that person that daven doesn't regret, that's not a tshuva. Not only that he regret, he took on himself not to do it anymore. That's what I say. That means that he knew that he have certain avera that he like, whatever it is, he doesn't do it anymore. It's come to him. And a person have to understand, if he done tshuva, and that situation that he always used to sin with come again, and he manage not to do that avera, he uplift himself. HaKadosh Baruch Hu will never give him this nisayon again. He'll give him once, twice, it's finished. No more.
Yeah. This is also tefillah.
Wait. No, he doesn't daven. He just doesn't do the averot. There's many people that realize that they done sin.
That time it wasn't Sidur, it was, can speak to the Kadosh Baruch Hu directly.
The Sidur, by the way, you know how long the Sidur been organized for us? It was from the time of Ezra Sofer.
Yeah, okay.
Ezra Sofer, it's just before, and the Sanhedrin, just before the building of the second temple. So it's over 2,000 years. Now what you're saying, that was many people that didn't know how to read, that couldn't read. But that's what we have, Hazara Shatzat. That means the repetition, what we call it. For those that couldn't read and write. Okay? But tshuva shlema, a full tshuva, when a person do when? Only one time. When he regret what he done. Number one. That he doesn't do again the same thing, and he took on himself from now on to change his deeds. That's tshuva. You follow? So yes, the davening, you have to ask HaKadosh Baruch Hu. You have to ask him for sliha. Once that you ask the sliha, it's another up level. But just tefillah doesn't go together. You have to regret. You have to understand what you done is wrong. Now, what I wanted to get, Hazal tell us that when we do tzedakah, we explain, when we do good deeds during the months of Elul, it's 10 times, if not 100 times more. But we think that just about ourselves. And I'm going to bring a pasuk that it's mentioned, and we say it all the time, and we'll see now what we do in a month of Elul, it's beyond understanding, and we'll get to it now. But Halal tell us that HaKadosh Baruch Hu actually wait and expect us to do all of those good deeds. So there is a mahloket. The Gemara, the main opinion in the Gemara said that the main opinion that those what I mentioned so far, it's not actually on Chodesh Elul. Those during the 10 days between Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur, what we call Aseret Yemei Tshuva. Most of the Midrashim, if not all the Midrashim, doesn't agree with that. All the Midrashim say that Dafka in Chodesh Elul you can change everything. HaKadosh Baruch Hu given us a full month to do good deeds, so we can lift up our bank account, and whatever we do, it's actually 10 times more than normal month. The Zohar come and tell us that when a person do, the Zohar speak now especially about the tzedakah, that I mentioned at the beginning tzedakah. What it means tzedakah? That if a person put in the morning one rain, imagine for 30 days he put 30 rain. Nachon? If I'm not mistaken, take Shabbat out, let's be straight, 25 rain. It's considered, Rabotai, like he put 250 rain, if not more. If not more. What can we reach with tzedakah on a month of Elul? Now, we're going to reach to the second part of the show, and that's Rosh Hashanah, and we'll see that those good deeds, who's he helping? Is it helping just us, or it's helping other people?
In the month of Elul, it's true to say that the opposite also exists. That if you don't do it, it's decreased 10 times worse, for example.
I didn't want to mention that. I don't want to mention it. You know, we're talking about goods, you know what I'm saying? I want to talk about only good things. You know, we come into Rosh Hashanah now. We're going to explain what is Rosh Hashanah. There is a secret about Rosh Hashanah. Before we start now to explain about Rosh Hashanah, you know, it's the only Yom Tov that we have 2 days. Did you take notice? Here in the Espra, we're doing the second day from Rabbanan. But Rosh Hashanah and Eretz Israel, and at the Espra we do 2 days. How come?
It's the only Yom Tov that falls on the first of the month.
Sorry?
It's the only Yom Tov that falls on the Chodesh.
No, but you're celebrating 2 days. We're not talking about, it's the only Hag that you have, Yom Rishon and Yom Sheni.
But this is not from the Torah. From
Huh?
Rabbanan, the second day
כן,
also.
אבל רגע. But it's the only thing that we do, even in Eretz Israel, 2 days. You're missing the point. I'm not talking Rosh Chodesh.
That's the reason.
The reason, because
Ma?
it's Chodesh.
Because it was Chodesh.
But if Rosh Chodesh fall on another Yom Tov, let's say that it falls. It doesn't. You can't have 2. Bahaka, why Dafka 2 days? We have to understand there's a secret to it. Why do we have Dafka 2 days? Because Rosh Chodesh, yes. Because HaKadosh Baruch Hu said that Aleph Tishrei, it's the day that he created Adam HaRishon. But why did HaKadosh Baruch Hu done it? If you want to understand the question, maybe I didn't express myself properly. Why do we have Dafka 2 days? So you can say it because Rosh Chodesh, but why did HaKadosh Baruch Hu tell us Dafka on Rosh Chodesh to have that Yom Rosh Hashanah? You understand my question? Anyone have any idea?
It's one long day. Isn't it
It's
one
a
long?
one long day.
That's why you don't say Shekianu, some say you don't say Shekianu second night.
There is a mahloket on it, but we say Shehyan. Some people say Shehyan 2 days. Over the brachot. No, I know. Okay, I tell you what. Sorry?
Maybe because that's because he just creates it and that kind of simple like that.
HaKadosh Baruch Hu on Rosh Hashanah done few things. But that's not the reason. I'm going to bring the reason is from the Zohar. You're going to get confused. I'll get to it. So, sorry. I'm going to explain through the Zohar why. But before that, I'm going to start for us to understand that what's happening in Yom Rosh Hashanah. Rosh Hashanah, it's a day that everyone, when I say everyone, Rabotai, Jews, Gentiles, animals, countries, trees, everything gets judged on Rosh Hashanah. Do we understand what I'm saying? I don't think that I understand, but I'll try. Where do we learn that? We say, Mi lo nifkad lefanecha. That means, who doesn't get judged in the front of you? That's what we say. From here, our sages learn that everyone gets judged. Who's going to live? Who's going to go up? Who's going to be rich? Who's going to be healthy? Who's going to be wealthy? And on and on and on. Which country will have a war? Which country will have prosperity? If you take notice, I'm just saying the good thing. I don't want to mention bad thing. But also these countries, these human beings that get judged, the opposite. Lo aleinu. HaKadosh Baruch Hu done with us a kindness, a chesed that we don't understand. He's given us 2 days. Now we're going to get to the 2 days. Why dafka 2 days? So in a simple explanation, you said the pshat is because it's Rosh Chodesh. No, you can't look at it just like that. HaKadosh Baruch Hu done Rosh Hashanah and Aleph Tishrei must be a reason. Why dafka Aleph Tishrei? So we'll have 2 days. Why? That according to the Zohar, HaKadosh Baruch Hu judge on the first day, during the day, Rabotai, during the day, the tzaddikim. And that's what the Zohar say, Dina Kashya. That means that the din is very difficult. That only tzaddikim can be found unguilty. On the second day, Dina Rafia. That means that the judgment is more easy. That he judge the Benonim and people like us, simple people. So you're going to ask, if that's the case, when is the Gentile get judged? Because tzaddikim is tzaddikim, they can't be tzaddikim. The Zohar explained at night. The Gentile get judged at night. There is certain time that HaKadosh Baruch Hu judge. And we know that it's not a good day. Ari HaKadosh explained that to sleep in Rosh Hashanah. Did you hear about it? You hear about it. Why? Everyone knows that if you sleep on Rosh Hashanah, Chas v'shalom, your luck going to be also fashlofen all year. But Ari HaKadosh come and tell us that the judgment when? Until Hatzot Yom. From sunrise to Hatzot Yom. After Hatzot Yom, if a person really tired, can have a small shlof, wake up, carry on, start studying Torah. You can't study Torah by yourself, read Tehillim. Whatever you can. But only after midday. Baruch Hashem, today, with the long davening of Rosh Hashanah, we have a meal. It's already past midday, so you can shlof if people really tired. But our sages tell us that the person should be awake when? Immediately when sunrise. Because Chas v'shalom, if he get judged, then he's fashlofen in bed. HaKadosh Baruch Hu come, waiting for you, and you fashlofen. It's not nice. La'avdi, la'avdi. Also, Hazal tell us, and that's, again, Ari HaKadosh, and the Zohar explained that when a person, during Rosh Hashanah, during the davening, when he daven, and he suddenly feel like he want to cry, that means in that moment, he get judged. Sometimes when we daven, don't know if it's happened to you, you feel like suddenly you want to cry. That's when his name get mentioned up in heaven. Hazal tell us. Let's see else who get judged on that day. We say everyone that live in this world get judged. Hazal tell us not only the people that is in the living, there is other people that get judged. And who they are? Let's see what Hazal say. What are we saying in a pasuk? In a pasuk we say, Zocher kol hanishkahim. What it means, Zocher kol hanishkahim. That means that the Almighty remember all of those that got forgotten. Who's those one? Hazal explained that on Rosh Hashanah, the deceased also get judged. Rabotai, the deceased. What can you judge the deceased? Huh?
The deeds of the family. Yeah.
The deeds of the family. Nachon. So how can they judge? So Hazal explained that by that the person doing mitzvot here in a month of Elul, he doesn't help himself only. He help his grandfather. He help his father, his mother, the granny, the Zayda, the Boba. By that he doing in a month of Elul good deeds and all year around, but especially on Elul he can change the decree. Because Haz v'Shalom, if he do averot, they bring in him and they say, look, that's your grandson that you left. That's your son that you left. Haz v'Shalom. We have 5 minutes, and with that I'm going to conclude. I don't want to take more of the time that we usually do the show. There is a secret to Rosh Hashanah. What is the secret then for Rosh Hashanah? We learn how much we can change. We learn what we're doing in Rosh Hashanah. But there is a secret to Rosh Hashanah. What is the secret of Rosh Hashanah? We have to understand. Rosh Hashanah come to teach us something. Anyone have any idea what's the secret of Rosh Hashanah? No. So I'll have to share it with you. Sorry?
Sharpens the mind.
Sharpen of mind. Okay? Any other idea? Besides sharpen the mind, what else? What do we do on Rosh Hashanah?
Slichot.
Hashem is king.
Slichot.
To crown HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Slichot, obviously. But what is slichot?
You don't do slichot already. You don't do
No. We're talking in general. But what's the secret of Rosh Hashanah? That's what Motim is trying to say. That during all the months, Baruch Hashem, you people don't eat rice on Pesach, you don't have to say slichot. It's a joke. We are already starting to say slichot every morning, those of you that come to the minyan and see us singing. And we ask him for forgiveness. So our sages, there is a joke that people say, because the Sfaradim, not our sages, sorry. There is a joke that people say, because the Sfaradim eat kitniot on Pesach, therefore for 30 days they have to do slichot. That's just a joke. But the secret of Rosh Hashanah is to crown HaKadosh Baruch Hu. What it means to crown HaKadosh Baruch Hu? To make HaKadosh Baruch Hu king, all of us, all over the world. But that we know, that HaKadosh Baruch Hu is the creator. Not only that he's the creator, whatever he do, and whatever he done, and whatever he will do, it's good for us. And if we understand that, there is no question about it. The Gemara tells us, and with that I'm going to conclude, that Eliyahu Hanavi, Rabbi Yoshua ben Levy asked to know what is Eliyahu Hanavi do. And the Gemara tells us that one night, I'm going to make it short, they gone to a poor person, that he hardly have a place to sleep, hardly have a place to eat. And when they come, they knock on the door, and he hosts them, and it was wonderful. He given him a place, and he slept on the floor. The little food that he have, he given it to Eliyahu Hanavi and to Joshua ben Levi. But he didn't know that they dressed like a poor people, exactly like him. That poor person didn't know that that's Eliyahu Hanavi and Rabbi Yoshua ben Levi, the Gemara say. At midnight, when the person gone to sleep, Eliyahu Hanavi wake up, he checked that everyone's sleeping. Wake up, Rabbi Yoshua ben Levi, and he said to him, come, we're going. Just before they're gone and they saw the cow. Rabbi Yoshua ben Levi look at Eliyahu Hanavi, and he see that Eliyahu Hanavi killed the cow. And that's the only thing that that poor person had. He couldn't understand. He said to him, I need to understand. He said, look, we have agreement that if you ask too many questions and I have to explain, that's the last trip that you do with me. He said, I agree. He said, so Rabbi Yeshua ben Levy said to Eliyahu Navi, tell me, you been eaten, been feeding, got a place to sleep. I was thinking that you're going to make a miracle and make that poor person actually rich. He said, you don't understand. There is a decree on that man that tomorrow morning his wife's supposed to die. That was his test. Because he hosted us so good and he looked after us, HaKadosh Baruch Hu changed the decree. What was the decree? To kill the cow, but his wife will carry on living. So when we accept what HaKadosh Baruch Hu given us in our place, and if we accept that whatever HaKadosh Baruch Hu do is doing for good, maybe we don't see it now, but we'll see it in a few years' time, or when we come to Olam Haba. So we're saying whatever the Almighty done, it's for good. And we accept it. But that we're saying it, we're crowning HaKadosh Baruch Hu. That means that we make HaKadosh Baruch Hu as a king to say that he knows what he's doing. And we don't have any question, Chas v'Shalom, over HaKadosh Baruch Hu. That's how we crown HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And that's the secret of Rosh Hashanah. I would like to take this opportunity to wish all of us, may we have a year of peace, Especially I start with the year of peace. It's the first time after 25 years that I'm here in South Africa, or actually 26 years, that I see that every shul have a barrier. I don't know if you take notice. The security is in a high alert. May please God, HaKadosh Baruch Hu will have His mercy on us, that we'll have a year of peace, a year of prosperity, a year of health, and K'tiva v'Chatima Tova to all of you and to all Am Israel. Please God, all over the world. Amen.